And welcome to Stuttgart. It is the German Masters this week, an amazing combination of sport. 4 World Cups this week, including not only jumping, but driving, dressage, ponies, and we've also brought eventing into the mix as well. It is the culmination of the best in Europe coming to one venue to compete under one roof for major prizes throughout the week. And we're going to take you through what has been already an exciting week of sport that's building and building to an amazing weekend. Welcome to the German Masters here in Stuttgart.
That's right. Welcome along. Amy Parks here with you, joined, of course, by Stephen Wild. We are welcoming you, of course, to Stuttgart and to a brand new format here on Clip My Horse TV. It's called Clip My Horse TV In and Out. Of course, bringing you in to the sport of show jumping, as always, all of the live sporting action you've come to expect from Clip My Horse TV. And then we step out. We give you the in-depth analysis, the rider interviews, all the behind-the-scenes action that you love to see. You get to know the riders, you get to know the horses, all these incredible athletes that make our sport so wonderful, Stephen, and it is a great new format. We're really excited about it and really excited about this sport here this afternoon.
Absolutely, looking forward to this. We've got a fantastic class coming up for you, which is the prize of Outlet City Metzinger for this afternoon, and then tonight, of course, features the German Masters as well. So it's a packed day. It's already been, but a packed evening lies ahead. A late one for many as well, but it's one to really sit back and enjoy the very best in the sport in action here. Now, this class that we're going to be following along as well is going to feature probably some of those combinations that are competing in the Jumping World Cup, the Launching FEI World Cup here on Sunday as well. So this is going to be a good curtain opener for those coming up. 46 of them go in a one-round class against the clock, ranking class in terms of money, but some are also going to have their eye on later on the week as well. But it's been a fantastic start for many, an amazing lineup of riders here this week, including the world number one, Henrik von Eckermann, competing with us here this week as well. Hans-Dieter Dreyer, this is home show for the German rider. He's already put a win on the board this week as well. So they're up and revved up and ready to go, Amy.
They certainly are. And I tell you what, someone who was revved up about 12 months ago at this show and did exceptionally well for himself and then went on to have not a bad year thereafter, I would say, was Harry Charles. He's
Absolutely.
not here this year, though. He's across the pond in the US.
He's been over in the US. He's been competing over in Mexico in the last few weeks, been doing very well there as well. But you were able to catch up with him via satellite, as they say, and we caught up with Harry to reminisce a little of Stuttgart last year.
Stuttgart German Masters last year for me was one of the best shows I've had in my career in terms of results. We had 2 really big wins, including that German Masters title. Nearly did the World Cup. We were last to go. We came second by a tiny fraction of a second, and it was honestly just a fantastic week. It's one of my favorite shows. I'm gutted not to be there this year. It's really special. I stand by my statement last year that was crowd was the best I've jumped in front of, and it still is. British, German, French, they will support everyone as equals.
To the last for the Stuttgart German Masters of 2023. Is it Harry Charles for Great Britain? Yes, it is. 35.02. The 24-year-old Brit has just won the big title in Germany.
Amazing. Yeah, you'd said previously that it had always been on your radar in 2023. So it was certainly something you wanted to come and do. And again, it will be on your radar again.
Yeah, as I said, it was not a decision that was made easily. I'm pretty gutted out of all shows. I'm over here in the US, which is also fantastic. And it's at the minute the right plan for my horses. A few younger ones, bringing them on just to keep them outside. For me this year works a bit better. But all the shows I'm missing back home, I think Stuttgart is the one I'm going to really miss doing. So I'll be following on Clip My Horse and watching all the classes. And don't worry, I'll be back there next year, I hope.
For sure. We'd be remiss not to mention what you've had this year. Obviously, Paris, an incredible achievement. Have you come down from the high yet?
Yeah, it's sunk in a little bit more, for sure. I didn't do too much after Paris. We actually went to London Global Tour the week after and had a great win there. And then I kind of went adios and went over, had a few weeks to myself, spent a bit of time.
We're looking forward to watching on. We'll certainly be cheering you on from wherever we are in the world while you're in the US. And we thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me, and good luck to everyone in Stuttgart.
Well, thank you very much to Harry. An amazing season, and catching up with us as well is one of his teammates, Tim Gredley. Tim, 2024 has been pretty special for you as well. You've been really right back in the limelight. You've had an amazing career to go back to World Championships. You took a bit of a break, and now you've come back big time.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a surreal year, to be honest. Listen, I'm very lucky. I've got two very good horses at the moment that complement each other, and we've all grown together. And yeah, I mean, it's been a great year.
If we're pulling out the highlights of this year, one of them has to go back to home ground for you at Ixted on the winning Nations Cup team with some guy called John Whitaker.
Yeah, I mean, to do it 2 years in a row was absolutely amazing. But I think, we've had some great moments this year. But winning the Nations Cup on home soil, you can't beat that.
Certainly can't.
And you talk about those amazing horses. Medoc will be here this afternoon in this class, and you've got a couple others with you. Talk us through that horsepower at the moment, because people love to be fangirls when it comes to your horses.
I mean, Medoc's he's been an amazing horse for me. He's got my career back on track. And then Imperial's just been in the background, slowly moving up. And I think he's going to be a bit special next year. I think this year was really a growing year for him, and I think next year he could be a very special horse.
Excellent. Watch this space.
Absolutely. I mean, we saw him earlier on in the season out in America, in Florida, in the early part of the season. You say he looked special. I mean, he looked an absolute superstar. Are you really seriously excited about that one?
Yeah, I am really excited. I mean, look, I went to Wellington to kind of bring him on, and we had a few ups and downs, but hopefully we've come through that. And I feel very confident now every time I go in the ring. I mean, look, I don't want to eat my words and say too much, but he gives me the feeling of a real superstar, and he's very lucky to have Medoc alongside him, because he takes a lot of pressure off him, and I can, make a plan with Imperial, and Medoc can just fit in when needed.
Now, for you, onto the indoor circuit, which is a comeback for you, if you like. You haven't been doing this for a while from that point of view. Maastricht just last week as well. How's it feeling being back here in Stuttgart?
Honestly, I the last time I think I was here, I was 18, and it's a very, very special show. And when you come back here and you realise the passion of the public, it's quite intimidating. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
Been a bit nervous.
Absolutely. We just walked that course, actually. Can you give us any insights into what we can expect from this competition today?
Yeah, it's considerably bigger than yesterday, and obviously it's over the 2 days. The points are cumulative.
Yeah.
But I think we'll see a lot more faults today. I don't think people will be taking as many risks, but I could be wrong. But I'm just going to treat it as a normal class, and hopefully jump a clear round, and that will be good enough.
Yeah, how do you think Medoc will go in there? There's a big old crowd that fills this. It's 10,000 strong. They get pretty amped up.
Listen, he didn't get intimidated in Spruce Meadow, so I wouldn't.
That's it.
I wouldn't be expecting him to. But
this
listen,
is a breeze.
No, it's not a breeze by no chance. But look, in all honesty, he's probably not the best suited for indoors. He's a big horse, and his canter's a bit special. It's the polite way of putting it. But listen, he always adapts. I'd be more worried about the rider than the horse, if I'm honest.
And for this class, Tim, probably a little bit more up your street. It's a one-round class, and the automatic thing is it's the speed.
Yeah.
But actually, at 1 meter 55, the speed comes off it a little bit.
Look, I'm not really renowned for my speed anyway. I like jumping clear rounds. I'm really happy to be doing that.
That's fine for a team.
Yeah. So I'll make my own plan. I probably won't be taking many of the turns, but again, it's quite new to me in Medoc coming back indoors. It really is a completely different way of riding, and I think it's taken me a few shows to adjust. So yeah, let's just take one step at a time, and if we jump a clear round, I'm happy.
And your teammate Robert Whitaker goes down at the tail end of this. That might be more up his street.
I mean, Rob's flying. I'm brilliant. He won the other day the World Cup, and he's really proven that every time he jumps at these shows, he's a force to be reckoned with, and I think he'll definitely be taking more risks than I, that's for sure.
We mentioned, we've talked to Harry, obviously, on the success in Paris. You were on the shortlist there as well. But overall in the British team camp, I mean, it must be feeling a lot
amazing
different
year,
now.
Honestly, amazing year. And I was so proud when those three were picked and went, because they are proper championship riders on proper championship horses. And I think it was such a safe viewing. it was quite strange. You know, at no point did you think there was going to be a problem, and then, you know, what better man than Scott to be on, you know, the last rider. So yeah, it's been a privilege to be part of the team this year, and you know, we're all good friends, and we go to the shows and have a bit of fun. But listen, on the big day, it's serious, and they're getting the results, or, you know, we're getting the results.
Absolutely.
And we know that you told us a little about the horses. You're excited about them for next year. Have you looked at a plan about where we're going to see you out and about next year?
Yeah, I think I'm just going to. It's a long year next year. I really think that if I can get to those Rolex shows on my two boys, well, they've already proven that they can be competitive. So I'll try and make a plan around that. It's not so easy to get to the shows, but yeah, again, I love doing the Nations Cups. That's what I really do it for. So I'll be trying to push to do as many of those as possible and get the horses peaking for those classes.
Well, Tim, good luck tonight. Fantastic. Good luck for the rest of the week. Amazing season for you. Very well done. We mentioned him already. We also caught up with Robert Whitaker earlier on this week, part of that winning Nations Cup team as well. And as you say, has already added launching FEI World Cup this season in Helsinki. What did Robert have to say about this week and what we've seen so far?
Well, Rob, thanks so much for joining us here in Stuttgart. Obviously, fresh off a World Cup win for you and Blackie or Vimento, as he's had an impressive start so far. I'm looking forward to big things in Stuttgart.
Yeah, he's been on really good form. He was very good in the summer, and then the indoor season started very well. He jumped good in Oslo, and then Helsinki. He jumped unbelievable, and he won the World Cup.
Yeah, an incredible win for you, and we can't not mention the joke that gets mentioned in every interview is that your dad says he bred the rider and he bred the horse.
Yeah, no, I think you know, it's hard to breed any horse to jump at a high level. When we bred him, it makes it extra special.
So this weekend, obviously, there's a lot to come. He's a big boy, he's a big horse, and that's a fantastic arena. But geez, they're tight in there. How's he going to go, do you think?
I think he should cope well. You know, for a big horse, he's very agile. He seems to turn very easy, and you know, he can be quick. So I think the arena's good for him, and he jumped good here last year. So I think that's a good start.
And like you say, a great summer. He comes into that winter season. He's still full of jumping. Where do you go from Stuttgart?
At the moment, I'm not sure of my plans exactly, but hopefully we're going to be doing La Coruña and maybe Madrid. But yeah, we have to wait and see. Yeah,
and big things for him to come. Are you looking to the future now with him, given what a year he's had?
Yeah, hopefully. You know, I did qualify for the World Cup final last time, but we didn't go. But hopefully I can qualify again, and we'll definitely try the final if I qualify.
Super. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's an absolute pleasure to meet him in person, and good to chat.
Yeah, thank you.
Always.
Well, a fantastic season for Robert so far. Good luck to him tonight and in the upcoming weeks as well. Let's tell you a little bit about clipmyhorse.tv as well, and all the things that you can follow along with it, including our functionality. Staying up to date has never been this easy, thanks to the following functions that have been added now as well. Simply click on your favourite horse's name, press and follow the button, and you will never miss a thing. You can follow your favourite combinations there on the functionality there too. And also as well, membership, you can easily pick that up and ready for the full experience. And we'd be delighted for you to upgrade to premium membership there. Unlock everything on clipmyhorse.tv that has to offer, and for the first 30 days are free, and after that $12.50 a month. Don't miss a moment. And not missing a moment is out in the warm-up is Amy, who's been getting a little bit of rundown on what it's starting to feel like out there in readiness for our first big class of the night.
Well, yes, Steve, final preparations for this incredible competition underway. Horses and riders ready to go. The starting order remains as planned, and we are certainly looking forward to a huge afternoon of competition, and we will be trying to catch up with some of those riders as they complete their rounds this afternoon. So stay tuned for catching up with them a little later on.
Well, Amy, it'll be buzzing down there, and we'll be catching up with the riders as we run through this class as well. It is the Prize of Outlet Metzingen tonight, and to be followed later on tonight as well by the Stuttgart German Masters, as well as we heard from Harry Charles, his fantastic success there. But he actually won this class as well, so it was a double up for him as he qualified into that German Masters to complete the day. You're going to be following along our class upcoming on FEI TV, and we'll be bringing lots of action throughout as well on Clip My Horse TV as well. So we've got a whole big build-up. It's already underway. The lights are going. The music is going. It is all getting in readiness for what is the fantastic Friday night here with 3 big days ahead of us. Like I say, it features a range of disciplines. There's been lots of interviews going on with our driving teams as well. Boyd Excel, the world #1, is here this week as well. It's strong here for Germany, of course, in dressage. Isabel Wert, part of that lineup here as well. Ponies were in action earlier on today as part of the Pony World Cup as well. And as I say, now we get into the heat of our 5-star jumpers too. So 46 combinations go in this. Robert Whitaker will be last to go of that lineup, and we are all set to go. So we're going to join our commentary teams in just a moment to take us into this early evening's big class here from the Stuttgart German Masters.